Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Is that mic on? Did I turn it on? Okay. Put my glasses on. So we're talking about the secret of contentment. The secret of contentment. We are wise to be content with the basic necessities. Instead of searching for more, I want more, I'm not going to be happy, I'm not going to be content, I'm not going to be satisfied unless I have money, unless I have, I don't know, a big car, whatever. Just be wise. I think it would be the best thing to be wise, to be content with the basic necessity. And what are the basic necessity? You got a roof over your head, you got food, you got clothing, and your health. Be very happy for that, because those basic things are so very important in life. Because if we realize life does not consist of abundance of things we possess. It does not. It does not. It's not going to give you happiness and joy. We may have things, a lot of people, like I said before, the rich and famous, we may have tons of things, tons of big cars and big houses and gold and jewelry and, you know, servants serving you, whatever the case may be. But that does not, in the inside, bring you joy and contentment. It cannot be, you cannot be content in them. Because eventually, all those people, and you see it all the time in the news, how many people overdose because they're looking for more, they're unhappy, depression kicks in, and they look for alcohol, and it's a sad, sad world, but it's so true. The true contentment, the true satisfaction, the true joy that you're going to get is by looking for God. If these people would just understand that, that's why we try to spread it as much as we can. If you can be just kind to your fellow human being, and they're like, thank you so much, no matter what they do, no matter if they don't serve you with a smile, thank you, because that's how we left. When we left the subway, going back to the subway store, it's funny how we always go back to that. We left saying, thank you, with a big old smile, and she goes, oh, thank you, and she told us, have a nice day. That was a little switcheroo right there, from to have a nice day. So a little smile goes a long way. A little thank you goes a long way. A little please goes a long way. So instead of just holding a grudge and being, you know, was like, ooh, at least she turned the corner there at the end. So we were happy with that. So just be content with the small things and just make the life as best as you can. But remember, the only thing that's going to make you happy and satisfied and content is God. And the next person coming up, I know he knows this. He's content with his life because God has blessed him so much. Here he is, the experience. D-Dubb. You can move whatever you need to move if you need to.
Very good.
Okay.
Probably this needs to come on show. I like the new speakers.
Thank you. We're always trying to improve, D-Dubb.
We tried.
Oh yeah, a little bit at a time.
Yep.
We don't want to spoil anybody. So great to see you, D-Dubb.
Yes, it's been a while.
Nice surprise.
Oh, it's good to be back. It really is. Actually, no, that's not so bad like that.
That's a strong mic.
So you're right. I call it the power of positive attraction. You put that positivity out there, and no matter how bad things are happening, you just throw that positivity out there, and you're apt to get it. Get it back, or at least get them started in the right direction.
I was thinking, yep.
And let's hope that goes well for my show. I'm rehearsing this song right now, but I really had a strong urge to do this song. And,
You've come to the right place.
right. So and I know you folks understand.
That's great.
I sang it a little bit coming here, so we'll have to bring that up a little. Oops, too far.
See, that's what you get for being too tall.
It's true. There.
That's how you
Oh, no, don't hurt yourself.
Well, we'll see how it goes. And, I should plug this in.
You need to plug
That
that
will
in?
help.
It doesn't really need to be, but it
No,
won't
I'll plug it
hurt.
in for you. I knew I was forgetting something.
Good, this will give me a chance to run through the chords. The one part I haven't done yet.
Oh, there you go, you practice.
trying to do this without giving it away.
I think I know what it is, but I won't say it. I'm not
Darn
saying
it.
a word. I know what it is.
I've been wanting to do this song. It's been in my folder of things to do for over a year now. This morning I just said, I have to do this.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful song.
And the next one is the same thing. I'll be rehearsing that as well.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Yep.
That one I know is easier. Less chords and it's a familiar song.
Yep.
A lot of the music I do in my shows is stuff that was in Dad's record collection, which means it's been in my head since I was a kid. So it's easy for me to come up with this. This particular song is newer in my mind, so I had to really think a little. The next one, yeah, it was in Dad's record collection. So it should come easier. We'll see. Plugging in now.
Unfortunately, it's a mess.
Spaghetti. It's all right.
It should be just long enough for you.
It might be a little warm. I had to choose to sleep this morning versus going to church and versus practicing because I performed last night in Utica at a place. I have this tendency, if I see a band is canceling, I call the place up, hey, would you like me? And I get more gigs that way. And we always have a good time, you know.
Oh, nice.
And they like it because I charge a lot less than a band does. So, but it does make for a little bit tired D-Dubb, but that's okay. Oh, I'll just plow into it and see what happens. It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love. You want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding. The birds begin to sing, the flowers, they start their blooming. That's how it is with God's love. Once you experienced it, you want to sing. It's fresh like spring, you want to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this happiness that I found. You can depend on Him. It matters not where you're bound. I'll shout it from the mountaintops. I want the world to know the Lord of love has come. I want to pass it on. I'll shout it from the mountaintops. I want the world to know the Lord of love has come. I want to pass it on. That came from the hymnal.
That's a classic.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we sang it one day in church.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it again. I enjoyed it so much.
Right? Maybe out there. All right, why not? Yeah, and when I really enjoy hymn we're doing in church, and I feel it's something I can do, I'll snap a quick picture of it to remind me.
Yes.
And that all began about a year ago with this song. And I threw it on my computer in my to-do folder, and I was just waiting and waiting for the right occasion. It seemed like today was the occasion. Now talk about contentment, right?
Yes,
That's the song.
That's the song. You're meant to be here.
No wonder why the good Lord had me do it.
That's right. Encore.
It only takes a spark to get the fire going, and soon all those around can warm up in and it's glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love. You want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding. The birds, they begin to sing. The flowers start their blooming. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you want to sing. It's fresh like spring. You want to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this happiness that I found. You can depend on Him. It matters not where you're bound. I'll shout it out from the mountaintops. I want the world to know the Lord of love has come, and I want to pass it on. One more time, sing along. I will shout it from the mountaintops. I want the world to know the Lord of love has come. I want to pass it on. I got so excited I lost my place. Very good. Now,
You got overconfident, you were doing so great.
right? It often happens to me. This might be low, kind of low key. I may have to change it. I'll just try it. If I change the key in the middle, then we'll know what's up. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you and the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus. I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus. My soul's in your hand. Tell me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay what I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show you someone else. What have I been through myself on my way back to you? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus. I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus. My soul's in your hand. Help me out. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus. I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus. I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus. My soul's in your hand. Okay.
You're a great gospel singer, D-Dubb. You got a great voice.
I can really get it going on with
We
that.
gotta have you do a gospel.
Just a
show.
gospel.
If I can keep the tears out of my eyes.
That's part of it. It's just in our pastor crying in church today.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Wow.
That's
Good to be touched by the Lord.
Yes, exactly. He's being touched. That's wonderful.
So, yeah,
What a blessing.
we'd love to see that.
Love you, God.
We'd love to see that someday, D-Dubb.
I'll work on it.
Just
between the gospel and the patriotic stuff, I really should focus on those things. you know.
Yes, I mean, look how you feel when you're doing it, how
Yeah, that's
emotional
it.
you get. That's a sign right there
Yep.
to be doing that.
Absolutely.
That's a sign.
Whew. Speaking of emotional, I recently was told that I am in the lineup to sing the national anthem at Yankee Stadium. We don't have a date yet, but it was promised to me. Which means my producer guy has been speaking with the mayor and stuff and getting me in there.
Excellent.
Boy, I hope I don't start crying in the middle of that. Well, what is it, about 100,000 people in that place?
Talk about pressure.
Whew.
Don't even
Yeah,
think
no
about
pressure,
it.
no
No
pressure.
pressure, no pressure.
Don't pull Rosie and Barn and grab your crotch.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh my God.
Or sing out of tune. Was she the one that just, the echo messed her up? Oh, I had to practice with heavy echo just so I can get used to it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what happens to some of them. It echoes off the back wall and comes back like almost a half a second later.
Yeah.
And it can mess up your thinking if you let it, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you brought up her. 'Cause I'm gonna,
No one can
I've never
make
seen
it
it,
worse
but
than
I've
her.
heard a lot about it.
but I won't do the crazy stuff she
No.
did. Oh my
It
goodness.
was crazy.
And you know, speaking of national anthem, so many people, they try to sing it and they use their breathy, sexy voice, and they're trying to, that's just not, no, that's not right. Or they sing it in 4/4 time versus 3/4 time, like that guy, I think it was the Super Bowl, that country singer that sang it, and it just ruins it. You know, I get up there like, oh, I can't think of her name now, dang it. Well, I sing it like she did, you know, Kate Smith. That's, you know, you got to sing it with a certain kind of
Respect for one thing.
respect. Oh, I love that word. Respect and patriotism, you know, and stand right up like you're at attention and you belt it out. And you know me, I'll belt it out. And I sang it in 2 nightclubs of all places, down in New York, as a practice thing. That's where the mayor actually got to see me sing it. And so, and I was just like I was at the stadium. You know, that's how you have to treat these things. You know, I learned like last night when I was singing. I had this long conversation the whole way here with the people with the bass player in my band that I play with. We discussed the concept, and you're going to end up ringing the bell on me, I know. We discussed the concept.
Small group today.
The concept of acting when you're singing. That's why when I sing Johnny Cash, I become Johnny Cash. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. And you act the part out, and it makes the difference.
Sure.
You know, I sang almost the same set list at this bar last night that our band that didn't do so well at that bar sang, but they loved me, and I think that's part of the difference. Our singer, God bless him, he's really, really good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the actor kind of guy. He sings like he sings. And it makes a difference when you try to sing, at least try to act like you're that person when you're singing the part. And that was our big conversation.
Channel the person.
Channel the person, I like that. Yeah. You see, I get more out of coming here than anywhere else. I really
We all do, that's why we come.
This is why we're here, that's right. I've done this here before, but when you said contentment, I was flipping through all my music to try to come up with a third song. I said, there's contentment. You can sing along again. When peace like a river attended my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul, it is well with my soul, it is well, it is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, through trials should come, let this blessed assurance control, that Christ hath regarded my helpless estate, and hath shed his blood for my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well sin. Oh, the bliss of this glorious thought. My sin not in part, but in whole, is nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And Lord, haste the day when the faith shall be sight. The clouds roll back like a scroll. The trumpet shall sound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. 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 Here we go. It is well with my soul. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome,
Amen.
awesome.
Hallelujah. It's like we were in church.
In them big southern churches.
Woo! I loved it. Church.
Yes, I know, that's why.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Better get
something
in
you
the
have to work at. Really, I think you can do it. Yeah, you should work on that. I think that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome,
good.
awesome. Oh, we gotta turn this back on, huh? Is it off? Testing, 1, 2. Oh, okay.